Alright, so for this week's project, Dad and I have been asked to build a very small dog kennel end table for one of my sister's friends. The dog that she's going to be taking care of is really, really small. It's only going to be about this big. So the kennel that we're going to be building is, I think, 24 inches long by 24 inches tall, something like that. But right now what I have to do is I have to find some boards that don't have any of these worm or ant holes in them.
We're not sure if the door's going here or the door's going on the side yet, but we can build this frame, and the frame's going to be really two-inch frame all the way around, except for the bottom and the top. So, and then in between all four sides we'll have this fencing. So, we're just getting started to take our rough cut lumber and we're going to plane it, and we gotta cut some dados.
So one of the first things we did in this build was cut out the pieces for the tabletop so that they could be glued together later. We then ripped all of the framing pieces down to a width of about 2 inches and then planed everything down on the planer. Now to give you guys an idea of the dimensions for our framework, we had to cut 4 18¼ inch pieces for the top ends of the kennel, 4 1-foot pieces for the tops and bottoms of the sides, and 8 other pieces at 2 feet for the long pieces of each side. Once we had all the lumber cut, we found the center of the long edges and then sliced in some 1/2-inch dados. After we finished sanding the edges of all the boards, Dad went ahead and cut out the sections of metal caging that would be sliding into the grooves of the framework. Yeah, that's what I get for film this with one hand. Yeah.
1 foot here.
This is how professionals get it done. You gonna smile? We get the dust off our logs.
Keep rotating like this, you know.
Yeah. You see that?
Yeah, don't. Because I get stuck up.
Yeah, I got stuck. While we waited for our pieces to dry, we started working on the tabletop again, which we promptly cut to size, sanded, and routed so that it would be ready to stain later. Next came the assembly process, which didn't take very long except for the door, which we waited until later on in the building process to cut out so that we would have the exact dimensions for the opening to the kennel. For the bottom of the kennel, we decided to go with some 3/8 inch plywood that we had lying around, mainly because it was cheap.